Hey, Noreen, you're right. Just a slight edge right now. Joining me now, though, is Brandy Hoffine. She's communications director with the Kane campaign. Now, Brandy, are you kind of on pins and needles at this point? On Mountain Lane in Rockbridge County, and as you can see right here, this road is really living up to its name. Now, it's very complicated. It involves a lot of zoning rules, but here's the basic point. Yeah, coming up on ABC 13 News, we're going to take you to one of the hardest hit homes in Lynchburg to see how folks are paying for all this damage. Cheapest average round trip rate, just $188. Not bad, right? We got a good crowd going. We got a lot of energy. Right now, we're going to pan over Lieutenant Governor Bill Bolling. The tree is chopped down and ready to be hauled off, but now the question is, who's going to pay for it? Take away that cell phone. Some already do. Every Friday for 11 years, our local veterans met here at Monument Terrace. I'm Mark Kelly, coming up on ABC 13 News. Today, they had a very special tribute. Good evening. Thanks for watching ABC 13 News. I'm Mark Kelly.
It is time for them to come out with something new.
Super Nintendo was my first.
Was it?
Never forget it.
Mine was Atari.
Beautiful day. Lynchburg Beer and Wine Festival. They had great weather.
Yeah, it was awesome. Tomorrow, though, probably a little bit cloudier.
A little different?
Yeah, maybe.
Delma Toller is eulogized by one friend as helpful, a give-you-the-shirt-off-her-back type. This is where Toller's life ended, her sister's front yard. Dirt covers the bloodstains. Nancy G. Miller is a dear friend.
She was a good friend, a good neighbor. And I was so sad to hear about it.
According to family, the events leading to Toller's death started here, at her house. Thinking a person was breaking into her home, Toller grabbed her gun for protection. Then called 911. Family says she fired out a back window, and they say police told them she had fired out a front window too. Next, she walked from her home 2 doors down to her sister's home. Here, just feet from her sister's porch, an Alta Vista officer shot and killed her.
I knew somebody had gotten shot, but I didn't know who it was.
Toller's sister, Margaret Davis, did not want to speak on camera. She's still in shock after seeing police shoot and kill her sister right before her eyes. After this, Davis plans to move off Charlotte Ave. People living around here say in recent years, this neighborhood has changed, and the Alta Vista Police Department has really stepped up enforcement. One neighbor doesn't like it.
Do you want it back to the way it was?
I mean, it was better. Wasn't nobody getting killed. Wasn't nobody getting all, the town wasn't all up in field like it is now.
A lot of questions still unanswered, leaving a neighborhood frustrated with its police. The 2011 earthquake hit this store in Mineral hard. 1 year later, Miller's Market is open again for business, but the owner tells me he's gotten no help from the government. Similar story down the street. David Whitlock sunk a lot of money into fixing up his auto parts store.
About $13,000 was the total repair bill. There's some cracks that extend here.
A year later, Mineral Avenue is up and running again. Many storefronts have healed from the blow. Plus, about $30,000 from FEMA helped repair some homes. For the most part, life in Mineral is routine again.
Everybody's back on an even keel, I think.
Except, the mayor says, for the schools.
The only thing that was really interrupted was if you had school children, because their schools were totally lost.
These mobile units are where elementary and high school students go to learn. Technically, they're called pods. For kids, these are classrooms. The hope is in 2-3 years, students will get a new school again. 1 year later, Mineral's rebuilding its infrastructure. But emotionally, there are years of work ahead.
When that train goes by, do you shake a little bit?
That's right. I always like to make sure it's a train.
The creek along Shop Hill Road in Rockbridge County took on a mind of its own. In no time, the Huffmans say the normally calm creek turned on them.
This creek, my kids were just jumping across the other day.
By early Tuesday morning, the water receded some, but the water lines remain on the house as clear as day. Down the road, the water roars just as loud.
We are on Pond Mountain Lane in Rockbridge County, and as you can see right here, this road is really living up to its name. Completely flooded with water. Crews have evacuated this neighborhood.
We came across this garage on Back Run Road. Hours ago, it housed 2 cars, but just 100 yards from a creek, Cecil Jenkins moved the cars to higher ground.
It's raining hard, I tell you. It brings back old memories when water gets up.
The Glasgow Volunteer Fire Department stayed a step ahead of the water, evacuating residents and protecting some pets. But the fire crew couldn't save themselves.
While we were out helping others, we had to come back and actually move our vehicles and everything because our firehouse flooded too.
Into the morning, crews surveyed the damage and said goodbye to the water. But with wet weather still in the forecast, Rockbridge County is keeping its eye on the sky.
I'll go to sleep. Yeah. Till we hear the rain coming down again, and then I'll wake up.
In Rockbridge County, Mark Kelly, ABC 13 News. Every day, Judy Critchley visits her husband Earl at an assisted living center in Bedford.
When he was here at home, I was constantly up. He was walking out the door, in and out, all day long.
Alzheimer's disease causes Earl to wander off. Judy says assisted living gave him security until Judy got this in the mail. Medicaid denied Earl's assisted living care. Now Judy has to reach deep, very deep, into her own pockets to keep her husband safe and secure.
I've faced the fact I'm willing to lose everything that we've worked for to take care of him.
The payments are hard to make, but the reason for them hurts even more. According to Earl's Assisted Living Center, Medicaid denied Earl's coverage because his monthly disability check is $6 over the threshold. $6.
But because my husband made $6 too much in his monthly check, we can't get any help.
Judy isn't standing around. To pay the bills, she sold some furniture, and now she's selling their home. Judy, what are you going to do?
You know, people's asked me that. I don't know. I'll have to cross that bridge when he gets here. My main concern is to take care of him. That's how much I love him.
You know that stomach-sinking feeling when you've lost something important and you feel nervous hives on your neck?
We'll see. We'll keep looking.
Well, Deborah Brown doesn't feel that. Frankly, she didn't lose it. But somebody did, and it's Brown's job to find it.
Karen Zongren said she saw somebody wearing it.
A busy bee, Brown wastes no time searching. She looks in every crevice of Lynchburg College. But luck is nowhere.
No hornet in that closet.
To be found. On this quiet campus, the search party is growing. Students and administrators have their radar turned on.
He's a little taller than me. Really good shape, really toned muscles and everything.
It's got some wings. Pretty big size head.
Red head, wings, big tail.
Typical mascot costume.
Elsie, the Lynchburg Hornet, a 100-year tradition and symbol of school spirit, is missing, and she isn't in her usual hiding place.
This is their closet where the hornet costume is supposed to be.
Some haven't seen her a whole month.
Where do you think it went?
I have no idea. That's,
To outsiders, Elsie is just a soft, fluffy mascot. But the consequences for the person who took her will surely sting.
Maybe we could make them the formal mascot for a year or something. I don't know.
I think that's a good plan.
Yeah.